Back to you.
All right, thanks, Rob. Over the past couple of months, cases of canine flu continue to pop up in the Midwest, leaving a lot of dog owners concerned. And so Dr. Chris Dobbins is here to tell us what we need to know about the outbreak that's happening over there and some of the symptoms. And again, it's not here.
Yeah, there have been no suspected or confirmed cases in California or the Fresno area, so we don't want to hit the panic button and get people, freaked out that something's here. But it's certainly something that we have to be aware of. As mobile as our society is, not only traveling with your pets, but literally transporting this on yourself from one area to another.
So what exactly is this? It's being called dog flu, and is it sort of like when people get the flu?
Yeah, it's similar in terms of the clinical signs that you'll see of the flu that we see in humans. And the problem is that viruses tend to be specific to one species. And every once in a while we get mutations and variants, and then they jump species. So we've had canine influenza since 2004 here in the United States. But that is a certain type. Now we have a new strain that came over from, we suspect, Asia. And that's what's hit the ones in the Midwest, and we've got probably about 11 or 1,200 confirmed cases. Who knows how many we don't have confirmed, and there have been about 6 deaths so far. So it's pretty widespread right now in terms of the Midwest.
It does sound scary. And so how did it spread? What do they think happened there?
Well, they think that a dog that was infected in Asia came back to the United States, but you can transport it on yourself. I mean, you could literally be visiting grandma in the Midwest this weekend, see your childhood buddy Bowser, get all kinds of, licks and kisses and hugs and slobber all over you when you're getting ready to get onto the plane, come home, say hi to Fluffy when you walk in the door, and you literally and theoretically could transmit that to your pet here. So, a 3 or 4 hour plane ride from the Midwest, it could be here. So it's something that is very, very easily spread. So we've got to take precautions to help prevent that.
Okay. What are some of the symptoms to look out for? What did Bowser have maybe that would have set off the alarm?
Well, unfortunately, with this new strain, 2 to 4 days is the incubation period, and their highest shedding time is actually before they start showing any clinical signs. So you may not even know that Bowser's had any kind of a problem. But once they do start developing clinical signs, they're very similar to what we call kennel cough or canine upper respiratory infectious diseases. So mild cough, runny nose, sneezing, runny eyes. And the cough may develop and get worse to where you actually have pneumonia. They typically will have a fever of 104 to 106. They may become very lethargic. They may not want to eat. So there's a lot of things that'll happen after they've already been infected and had their highest shedding period of time when they actually are coming in. And so a lot of times these animals may have been just treated for a typical kennel cough. They went to doggy daycare, they went to the dog park, they were groomed, they were boarded, something where there's a lot of animals, dogs, in a small confined space. Nose-to-nose contact is obviously a direct transmission in the air, so in the same room it can get transmitted. So it's very easily spread from dog to dog. And so anytime, just like human flu, when does it hit the humans? Usually in the wintertime when everybody's indoors, in confined spaces, and somebody at the workplace has a cough or a sneeze, they have something on the phone or something else you pick up, you get it a couple of days later. So kind of the same, area of confinement and close contact is how this is going to be spread. And they think it was probably a doggy daycare there in the Midwest how this got spread.
All right, so let's talk about how to prevent this from happening to our own dogs.
Yeah, well, I mean, you need to be vigilant. I mean, know where your animal's going to be, know the animals it's going to be around. So if you're going to the doggy park or someplace, try not to have a lot of nose-to-nose contact with animals that you don't know about, because that, again, is going to be a direct line of transmission. Wash your hands, wash your clothes. And if your dog has any type of signs that you may think might be like the kennel cough, a cough, runny nose, call your vet, get them checked out. And when you do take them in, if you are suspecting that, at least right now because of the outbreak in the Midwest, let them know ahead of time, because they may want to take that animal from your car or outside straight into an isolation area instead of being in the lobby with a bunch of other people and sniffing those dogs too. If it is something that's highly contagious, you don't want to infect those other animals.
All right, be proactive and keep them separated.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Dobbins, we appreciate that. And you can always find him through his website, FresnoPetER.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.